Hey guys, it's Layla. Today we will start with our first Obs and Gynae video. I will speak about the fetus. There are some terms that you need to know in order to proceed. So we will start with fetal lie. It is the relationship of the long axis of the fetus to the long axis of the uterus or the maternal spine. In a breech position, you can see that the baby, the fetus, is in a longitudinal lie, whereas in the transverse position, you can see that it is in a transverse lie. You can also have an oblique or an unstable lie, but it becomes either longitudinal or transverse during delivery. Fetal attitude is the relation of the different parts of the fetus to one another. The universal attitude is flexion. As you can see in A, there is deflection. In D, there is extension of the head and the back. So you can have flexion, deflection, and extension. Fetal position is the orientation of the fetus in the uterus relative to the pelvis of the mother. So the pelvis is divided into equal segments of 35 degrees, and there are 8 positions. So you have right or left positions, which can be anterior, transverse, or posterior. So you have right occiput transverse, right occiput posterior, occiput posterior, left occiput posterior, left occiput transverse, left occiput anterior, and occiput anterior, which is the normal position of the fetus. These positions are with regards to the occiput or the head of the fetus. So if the occiput, which is the back of the head of the fetus, is to the mother's anterior, so it will be occiput anterior. If the back of the fetus's head is to the back of the mother, to the mother's posterior, it is going to be occiput posterior. Fetal presentation is the part of the fetus which occupies the pelvic brim. You have 3 types. You have the cephalic, which is another name for vertex. You have podalic or breech, and you have shoulder. Compound presentation is when more than one part presents, which could be the head and a hand. Then you have something known as presenting part, which is the part of the presentation which is felt by the examining finger through the cervical opening. For example, in a cephalic presentation, you would feel the brow or the face. In a breech presentation, the legs may be flexed, which is known as complete breech, or they can be extended, known as frank breech, or a foot may be present, which is known as footling. Alright guys, let's run through what we learned today. So we have 3 types of lie. You've got the longitudinal and the transverse. You can have the oblique or unstable. Fetal attitude. You can have flexion, deflection, or extension. Fetal position. You have right or left, and it can be anterior, posterior, or transverse. Then you have the presentation, which can be cephalic, breech, or shoulder. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.